Have you ever asked yourself, am I really creative? Or maybe I was just born to admire what other people create. What if creativity is not just about skill and talent, but something deeper than what we think?
Being a creative was actually God's initial design for every one of us. Yeah, we are created in his image and likeness, and he is a creator. He is the first creative who ever can tell about or no. I believe there are different stages to being a creative. Yeah. Or shall I say this video is about the three different stages I have gone through in being a creative. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's ponder. This happens to be my first video here on YouTube, and I want to first of all do a shout out to every YouTuber because no one knows what you go through, honestly speaking, and being consistent or being a YouTuber. Starting the journey alone self has been a hustle for me. Talk more of being in it right now. Hopefully, I stay long and yeah. Stage one of being a creative for me was the infancy stage. Yes, the infant or infancy stage, however you care to put it. So this happens to be maybe the early part of your life. Maybe you're in your teen, not even teen, primary school, 9, 10, yeah. And you get compliments like, oh, you're creative. Oh, you can do this. Oh, you have a unique way of viewing things. Creativity at this particular moment for you was the fact that you could do things uniquely. You had something about you that, oh, this person can do this. Oh, even if it was a crime, they'd be like, ah, it's Ima that did this. It's you that did this, right? So yeah, infancy stage for me came as the moment whereby I felt or knew creativity to be the fact that everyone around me thinks I was creative. And that makes all sense that I should call myself a creative. So emphasis stage for you right now could probably be you are not even sure if you are creative. You don't even know what it means to be creative. Being a creative or being creative has a whole lot of face to it. It doesn't have to do with being a content creator. I believe being a creative has different dimension, different spheres to it and all that. Stage one of being a creative started from people around me defining what creativity meant to me. Then the stage two of being a creative, I will call the discovery stage of being a creative. This starts from your maybe your 18, 19 to some people earlier. Maybe the moment where you're discovering yourself, you're probably not under the full control, your parents are not fully controlling what you are or defining everything what decision you make. You're beginning to make decisions by yourself. To me, it said that was it a 17? Yeah, I was in high school. I don't know, university then, and I was beginning to see things about myself. I began to see some things I didn't know I had, some characters about me I didn't know I have, some behaviors I didn't know I have. Creativity for me then came from a place of self discovery, trying to know myself, trying to know who I actually was. And to some people, probably it came positively. To me, it came out from a negative space where I was actually going through a serious state of depression. Yeah, and for some reason I didn't really know how to go about that particular phase of my life. I wasn't so much of a Christian, and yeah. It was in that particular space that I discovered I could write. Yeah. I was going through a very dark moment of my life, and the only way I could express my thoughts, the only way I could zap out the stress of everything I was going through was through writing. Then writing for me then was just short quotes. I remember this particular journal that I would just write brief quotes of how I felt at the particular moment. I probably would have gone to a worse state if I didn't give my life within that same period, because with that same period I gave my life to Christ. Yeah, and that brought a bloom in my life. So it made me understand that I felt then that being creative had to do with whatever your nature is, find expression in it. But from a renewed mind, from the place of being a Christian, I began to understand that being a creative was actually God's initial design for every one of us. Yeah, we were created in His image and likeness, and He is a creator. He is the first creative whoever can tell about or know in this life. Yeah, there's no great creator like God. So giving my life to Christ, getting to know God made me understand myself better and my origin of what it means to actually be a creative. For now in this particular generation, we're like, yeah, creative. They always want to think it has to do with influencing social media. They always want to keep it in a box. But being a creative means your ability to bring out that ability, that special ability, that unique feature about you God has given to you to bring color to the earth. So giving my life to Christ made me understand that the origin of being creative doesn't have to do with what people around you say or define creativity to be, but actually what God has ordained you to be, that creative ability God has given to you to bring to the world. So then in that particular phase, I began to have a more renewed perspective about what it means to be a creative. To be a creative is to be able to express the creative nature of God. Yeah, either way he has given to you is being able to express your something I would like to call your shape. Yes, your shape, I mean your spiritual abilities, your heart, things you're passionate about, your abilities, your personality, and your experience. So being a creative is being able to bring solution in a unique way. So that's what the self-discovery stage of being a creative did for me. It made me understand what it actually meant to be a creative. The next stage of being a creative is the third stage of creativity. And I will call that stage the action stage. This happens to be the moment when you all know, you definitely know, I know that I am a creative and I was born or created to bring or manifest that ability, that unique gifting in me. And I'm going through the, are you sure I can do this? Can I go about this? How do I do this? Should I just withdraw and be my cocoon or shelf? But yeah, this happens to be the stage I am right now. When I've come so far to understand that I've not just discovered my abilities, although probably there are areas I am yet to discover, but being able to know that I have giftings, I have spiritual gifts, I have passion that have been instilled in my heart by God. I have a personality that needs an expression, that has a unique voice with a unique message that's to reach out to someone, that's connect with a particular set of people, and being able to take action to see that I'm actually fulfilling that can be very, very stressful. Number one, can be very, very stressful. So it's one thing to actually know you were created for this and to actually take action. So one thing this particular journey has taught me is the fact that the choice or decision to manifest that which you were created to do is dependent on your decision. Yeah, your decision to actually work with the creator, the one that's instilled in you those abilities, until you've agreed or gone back to him or find your true identity in him. I can't say for sure that we are expressing our creative nature in its fullness. Yeah, I am not saying this to know it all. I myself am trying to be better. I'm trying to discover myself better. I'm trusting God to manifest that which He has created me to become. But still, at every moment, I feel like I'm doing by myself or in my own knowledge or ability. They keep on reminding you of His word that says, "Trust in the Lord, acknowledge Him in all your paths, and He will direct your paths." So, yeah, I look forward to seeing how this particular phase of my creative journey unfolds, and probably there might be another stage I am yet to experience. And I look forward to hearing your own experience and probably you sharing tips on how to go about this journey of creativity. Just hope this video doesn't turn out chaotic. Yeah, even if it does, it's my first YouTube video, so pardon me and don't forget to drop a comment like, oh, how do they say all those things? Let's wonder next time.